Warrior, a most important day will go down August 5th, 2026 on Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C. Today, our Kids Online Safety Act, Senate Version 1748, was marked up and passed unanimously through the Senate. Now, let me explain why this is such great news. This piece of legislation, this bill, is a bipartisan act sponsored by Senator Marsha Blackburn, Republican from Tennessee, and Senator Richard Blumenthal from Connecticut. We at the Warriors have been working alongside them for 4.5 years on this. I won't bore you with all the details how Washington works because, yes, it can get a little boring, but today is a great day. The hearing went smoothly. The Kids Online Safety Act was presented with 4 other child safety pieces of legislation. It was a short, to the point, unanimous hearing. We are so thankful, and we are thankful for you out there supporting us because you've been hearing me talk about this for a really long time. Now, let me explain though what happens next. We'll take this win for today. Also, August 5th, the entire Capitol Hill, Congress, they go on their summer recess and return basically right after Labor Day. There's a lot going on. I wish they'd stay around, maybe take a long weekend, and there's a lot going on in our country, but this is what they do traditionally. There will be some staff working on this. We'll be working the next few weeks very hard because the Kids Online Safety Act now, going through the Senate and passing, now we have to come together with the House. The House already presented. This was our big holdup for the last almost 2 years, I want to say. The House presented, originally the Kids Online Safety Act passed through the Senate, 91-3. Smooth sailing. So when it went over to the House for votes, we thought, everybody will get on board for child safety, duty of care. We want big tech to reasonably put out a product that is safe. Not too many, it doesn't even seem that hard, but they put out a product knowing children could be harmed. So we put out a product where we put in some safety measures, right? And the House gutted the language of the Senate version. They took out duty of care, and there was all this preemption language, meaning they wanted to erase state laws. It was just a piece of garbage, okay? It sat there, I think, close to 2 years now. I have to calculate, yes, collecting dust. Now, finally, after survivor parents, after Lynn's Warriors, after many organizations, individuals, advocates coming together, pushing for months now, holding peaceful protests on Capitol Hill, marching the halls of Congress, going into these offices, these parents who have lost children, and pleading with them, let's do something. We must do something to protect children, okay? We don't want any other families going through what we're going through. Why I even brought a group of parents to Mar-a-Lago back on March 1st to meet with President Trump to hear about the Kids Online Safety Act and to hear their stories and to look at the faces of these parents and see the faces of these children, because we had a beautiful poster in memoriam made so President Trump could look at them. Okay, now here's what I want to say. The little sticky point now is today's a great day. It goes to the House and the Senate. They got to come together now, like peanut butter and jelly, and then agree on this and then go to the president's desk to be signed into law. I feel very confident about this. I feel very confident that the administration will want to get this done. The Kids Online Safety Act, Senate Version 1748, all of the preemption language, which they wanted to erase state laws and have a federal standard, was taken out. This is good news. And that's going to be put aside and dealt with separately. And that's the way actually it should be, okay? So for now, we're going to take our win for the Kids Online Safety Act. We are very thankful to all of you out there who have supported us, who have helped us with those donations, our trips to Washington, D.C., services, goods, and also to WABC Radio for always supporting us, and for our full page ad we ran in this past Sunday's New York Post with all the phone numbers of all the Commerce Committee. That's the committee today who unanimously voted yes on the Kids Online Safety Act. Again, both Democrats and Republicans, 28 members, and the New York Post ran the ad, and we have great thanks to the Katzmatidis family for sponsoring us with this ad, so the public, all of our warriors out there, would have the names and phone numbers. And so many of you, because you let me know, call. We made it easy for you. We called these numbers. We left messages, support the Kids Online Safety Act, and it worked. And you're part of it. And that means you're all warriors. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts at the Warriors. We will move forward. We will pray and hope this with the House goes through the president. The clock is ticking. It must be done this session, this Congress. It cannot go to the next Congress. But you know what? I got some sources. I'm feeling pretty good about everything. And I think the Kids Online Safety Act, before you know it, will be signed into law in the fall in the Rose Garden at the White House by President Trump. So stick with us. Stay with us. Community is our hashtag. Join us. Today is a joyous day. Hooray for the Kids Online Safety Act. And always follow linswarriors.org for breaking headlines and information. Follow our resource page, our interviews here. Share them, okay? Subscribe, like, help us out with the algorithms. But for today, it's all good news. And remember, what do I always leave you with when you wake up each and every day? Go out and be a warrior.